tonight. And just to see who we have present tonight, 49 Dayfield, they asked for an adjournment. Old River Hut Road Partners, nobody here yet. 57 Mill Road and Two Brook. Excuse me. First order of business is to approve the minutes for May 6th. Can we get a motion to approve this?
I'll make the motion.
If we have a second. Andrew,
I'll
you're up.
second it.
Those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, so we'll start with Maple Hospitality LLC, 57 Mill Road. This is for a two-story, single-family dwelling, 7 bedrooms, 6.5 baths, over an unfinished basement with an egress well, screened and roofed over side porch and rear decks with balconies above, covered entry porch, detached two-car garage with attached roof over patio, an in-ground swimming pool with a patio at grade, an enclosure fence, sanitary system, landscaping.
Good evening, board. Nicholas Vera Architects, 120 Mill Road, for the applicant and owner who's present. What do you want?
I think it's easier so they can hear you better.
Okay. It's easy for me to spread out.
Now we're gonna flip.
Want me to start over again? Okay. The application before you is to demolish the existing structure that's currently on the property, which has been vacant for God knows how many years. Originally, we were looking to add to and fix up the building, but it's not really in great shape to do that. So before you have an application for a single-family residence, 3,000 square feet in the zone that this building is allowed to be in, so we're meeting the criteria for the square footage. As you may or may not know,
Just lower the microphone a little bit.
as you may or may not know, my client is looking to do a bed and breakfast on this property. So there are 4 bedrooms that will be used for that purpose. They will be
But
living in
isn't
the home.
this for a single-family resident?
Excuse me?
Doesn't it say single-family?
Well, it is a
resident?
single-family residence by what it needs to be, because somebody has to live in the house. The owner has to live in the house, but under the zoning, we are allowed to do a bed and breakfast on this piece of property. So again, 4 bedrooms for guests and their family, owner occupied as per code. So the application before you, again, is a 2-story house in a shingle style. We will be using red cedar perfections. We're going to stain that in a solid white. Our roof structure, finished structure on the roof will be red cedar perfections, 18-inch long red cedar perfections, 5.5-inch exposure, and that will patina in its natural color. All of our trim, all of our window casings, our screen porch, our porch columns, our railings around the house, spacious trim, and other details will be in white.
Do you have any things we could look at, samples of what this stuff is?
No, I didn't bring any samples with me.
Why not?
I usually don't. I think we know what red cedar professions look like and white cedar, looks like.
No, I know, but shouldn't we see something?
You want me to come back to see something? You want me to go back to my office and we'll get something? It's up to you.
You have a metal roof?
You do have a metal roof. I do have a sample of that.
Okay, and what is the material?
The material on the roof,
And the color?
the color is gray. I have a sample of that. I'm not gonna pass it around because you'll cut yourself like I did before. That's the color of my roof. As you can see, it's a matte finish. I'm gonna hold it gingerly. I don't wanna pass it around because I don't want you to cut yourself, obviously. That's our described roof. That is only over the front entry, which is, I'll describe the elevation for you. East elevation, as you can see on the drawings, and then also on the west elevation on the back where we have a roof deck, and it's a shallow roof pitch, so that's why we did the metal roof there.
And is it just flat, not ridged?
Well, it's going to have, it will have a ridge on it, it's a standing seam roof, but it's a
Yeah.
very low profile
Okay.
roof, 3/4 inch. This just happens to be the base piece that goes around to the fascia board for that's the piece of the head cut.
Can you pass this up?
You can see that our,
On the checklist, can you just add the
Sure.
metal roof?
I apologize for that. And also, Greg, I'm going to add the cedar roof too.
This is what, that's
So that's what. He's adding the metal.
I do apologize, I'm sorry. On the roofing material is 40-year asphalt. As described in the drawings. Looking at the garage, and we're doing asphalt roof on the garage also. So the metal roof is only over the front.
On the east
On the
elevation.
East elevation, and a
Two
portion of the west,
locations-
and a
two
portion of the
locations.
west elevation.
2 locations on the east elevation only. And the roof is asphalt.
Yes, the roof is asphalt, my apologies.
and the
I was
garage is
reading, I was
asphalt
reading the
also.
siding. I'm sorry, the question?
And the garage is also?
Garage also, garage, siding, roofing, all the details will match the main structure. The grill pattern that we chose for the double hung windows is a 4/1 pattern. The fixed windows that you see on this side, on the east elevation, are fixed with a 4-light grill pattern as well. Front door will be a mahogany door, raised panel. And as far as the site plan, we've submitted a landscape plan with pretty extensive landscaping.
There's another building.
Right here.
What's it called? Covered wall?
What is the covered patio?
There's a portion of the garage area in the back that's a covered patio, so if you look at the elevation,
Right, and that also is gonna have asphalt.
that also has an asphalt roof.
Just trying to cover all the bases.
Yes. And if you look at the,
So we're gonna just come and get let's go back to the house. We got the house, we got a couple of decks, porches.
correct,
Are they gonna have screening?
just the, on the east elevation screen.
Is it,
I apologize, no, wrong elevation. Let me flip that. West elevation, it's gonna be a screen porch, and then there's a screen porch on the side of the, on the Mill Road side of the house, so that would be the northeast side of the structure. Open porch in the front entry, and the decks are covered by the balconies on the second floor, they will not be screened.
so you have 2 covered porches and 1 screen.
We have 2 covered porches, we have 3 covered porches and 2 screen porches, again. One on the west elevation, the west side of the house, and then the other one is on the northeast side of the structure, on the Mill Road side.
We got 2 screens and 2 covered,
Correct.
right?
Correct. And then the 1 covered patio off the garage.
Is it gonna be enclosed or just open?
Open.
Can I just ask who you are?
Me, Christine O'Malley. I'm the owner of the property.
Do you have anything you wanted to add to this?
Nope.
So, Any questions on the house itself?
What are the columns clad in?
The columns are white AZAC columns.
Okay, if we can move over to the site plan. Can you describe the site plan landscaping?
Sure, the site plan as you have in front of you is pretty extensive with the plantings that we're calling out for. So we're keeping the entire property hedged, as you can see, as we called out on our site plan. There's various pieces of trees as you're coming from the driveway. We have a little bit of a lawn in front of the property that's over the septic system. That's depicted by those dashed circles, so that you can see the frontage of the building when we're coming down Mill Road. We are fully landscaped in the back of the house for private, to make our pool private. Extensive lawn area, extensive foundation plantings, all as noted on our drawings.
The hedge is 6 feet.
Hedge is 6 feet.
What about a pool enclosure fence?
It's completely around the property. That will be a white picket fence, 4 feet high, code compliant.
Where is that gonna be?
It extends from both decks to the driveway, connects to the garage.
Is it on the drawing?
No, it's not on the landscape plan, Greg, I'm sorry, it is on our site plan though. I just have you should have, I don't know if you have 3 site plans? or
Look at
2
the
site
link on
plans?
the landscape plan.
Okay, so the landscape, so you want me to mark it?
Yeah. Let's see the fence.
Which is the package?
Is stockade fence, that's staying?
No, that's an existing stockade fence on the other piece of property now.
Oh, okay.
No, I mean, yeah. It's on this.
Oh. Foundation.
Can't block this.
Doesn't say it. It says two.
Want me to mark it on site plan? Is that the landscape plan?
Use the table here.
I can do it.
Is that a light post? Yeah. See what it says. Don't say he likes.
ready.
There's a red pen over here, I think.
Do
Just
another
another
one.
question is there any lighting on this house? Like lights? I see something about a light post, but I mean, does the house have lighting on it?
We're gonna do coach lighting on, at the doors by code. There'll be some,
Is that on there? I don't see any of that here.
I don't have lighting on our architectural drawings, no. I have an electric drawing that we showed lighting, but not any.
Normally we see what kind of lights they're gonna put up.
I can get your light cut.
I mean, I'm off, but I can usually answer the question.
Oh, yeah, I'm not.
Well, we're trying to look at the,
So this comes, does it come here? And then nothing on this side, right?
Besides the stockade fence, that's the neighbor, is there a fence around the entire property too? Or just on,
Just what I'm proposing, which is what I
which is up in the,
just marked up.
And it's just on the one side around the pool, correct?
Oh.
We're coming out from the edge of the building towards the garage, going around behind the garage and up and around the pool, that's our pool enclosure.
There's no fence in front of the street.
No, we're not putting anything.
no. That must be.
Will there be a sign?
I don't think we're gonna put a sign up on the property, no. Just be the address of the house on the building. Perhaps a mailbox, but probably not the mailbox, but probably adhere to the building.
can I ask you if you could mark the same thing on one of these?
Sure.
lines?
Want me to just give you the line? Actually, I'll make that, because I can put some addition.
After we approve this.
Do another one?
Yeah.
Well, let's let everybody look at it first.
Put the hands down from the line. Is there lighting on that? Like pool equipment, building? Okay.
Everybody take a look at this, the board members on the small scale, and if you're comfortable with it, we'll have Mr. Bureau mark up the other two.
Okay, so there's a gate here. Did you draw the gate coming from the back here?
I have a gate coming from the deck and I have a gate coming into the parking area. Gate here and I have a gate here. Completely closing my backyard.
Yeah. have most of the-
Same thing?
Yeah, you'll mark, just clarify that gate right there.
Nick, I think I have a red pen over here if you want it.
Do you have something that shows what the white picket fence looks like? Is it wood, plastic?
Then we'll do a PVC fence.
Do you have what it looks like?
No, I don't.
put that away if you could do the other two separate. One is for you, one's for the office.
This. Take that.
Nick, before you do. Nick.
Yeah. It's running through. It's running through the bush right now, the fence.
Which one, where are we?
Okay, so look, your first gate into,
My first gate is right here at the walkway,
yeah,
okay?
but see where it runs, where does it run to?
It's
Where
gonna right
does
into
it
the,
start?
right into the corner of the deck, right
So
across
that
here.
bush is
Yeah.
not
No,
gonna
that's,
be
that's,
there.
yeah, it's gonna come
Oh.
from here, yeah, it'll go, probably go through the bush. I mean, I could bring it right back to these steps here, if that's what we want.
You don't wanna do it on the edge of the parking?
Well, I didn't want to block this landscaping in here, so I want to try to get back into the corner of the house, so I mean, I can bring it to the deck, right to that
So
corner
it's
here.
going in a straight line here?
It's going in a straight line there, right to the corner. Right, this is it, that's out.
Keep it there. Keep it there.
Keep it there.
So we have 3 sets marked in.
3 sets.
Okay. Now you want to address your question about lighting?
Lighting. So what's the lighting for the
What we're
property
doing-
and for the building?
What we're doing is coach lighting on the house. 2 lights on either side of the doors. Underneath the decks will be down lighting. All the lighting on the coach lighting will be dark sky compliant. And the rest of the lighting in the porches, they will be recessed lighting, so you won't see any fixtures. So just 2 coach lanterns, pretty much predominant at the front door.
Is that on the plans?
No, I didn't put it on the plans. So I have an electric plan, but not as, I didn't give you the electric
If you
plan.
could just take the front elevation of the house.
Sure.
On your plans and my plans too.
Open up to the.
Yep.
front elevation.
The east
All the
elevation.
lighting on there. Keep that plane open.
Mhm.
So on the covered patio by the pool, there's no lighting there,
The covered patio will have recessed lighting in the flat ceiling.
so nothing pointing out.
Correct.
Will the garage have any?
Maybe in the soffit I'll do a lighting. I don't remember when I did an electric plan, honestly. But let me just see. I'll look at the garage door in a
I'm
second.
not pushing,
Yeah,
but
no,
these
no,
are
I'm-
questions we
yeah.
ask everybody that
I'm-
comes in here. And what we're doing is redoing plans.
and you probably have it out on your balconies too. Long enough. On the wall.
Let me just get to that elevation. So he's a coach.
And maybe we should get a reset here, set I'm sorry, maybe
Hey, I don't
what
mind.
we need to do is have you reset these plans with everything that should be on it,
I don't
and give
mind.
it to us, I mean.
I don't mind doing-
It's not,
I don't
but
mind.
other poor people have to do all this stuff.
I don't mind doing that.
I think you should.
So in my, on my garage, I believe, I had a couple of lights in my overhangs, but
You know what, my
Okay.
opinion is that we hold over and come back with a set of plans that have everything on it. I mean, if the poor people that come in here, we make them do this, I mean. Plus I'm wrong, I know we wrong.
Well, I don't see, what, is the pool equipment being covered?
Where's the pool equipment?
pool equipment is behind the garage.
Is that in there?
No, it's not located on here, but I will locate it.
Look, I'll defer to the board, but I think we just need a new set of plans with all this stuff on it. Not that it's bad, it's just that we, you know, we're approving things that go in the record. I know we're doing drawing. That's my thing.
I believe I did it in this one too. Pool equipment. Coach. I don't think I did the pool equipment on that. I did it on this one.
I mean, seriously.
Whatever you want. I'll come back.
These two,
Those also? Hold on one second. It's not here.
Normally also, these
all the drawings
presentations,
have to look alike.
normally these presentations, they also show us pictures of what the outdoor lighting looks like. Some of the people here.
Okay.
And do you have pictures north, south, east, and west of the properties next to you?
It's been part of the ARB package.
Yeah, they weren't in the original application, but I think you submitted them after, Nick.
Yeah, the ARB stuff.
It wasn't submitted
Photos?
with the, was
Right.
not submitted with the
I hear
application.
what you're saying.
It was submitted after the fact, yes. Yeah. You can get it.
This one's done.
It's right.
That one's done. So I will submit cut sheets. I'll come back on board with those. If you want me to do that, I'll be more than happy to do that.
Is there one more set?
That's right. In the meantime, I can at least be pulling a double permit anyway, so it'll take some time to demo the property and get it ready, so.
Were there any other questions? I think we asked all the questions that came up.
This side?
What are we gonna,
Okay, so suggesting to make a motion to have that put on the drawing and resubmit?
Resubmit it, yes.
Or does he have to come back?
Yes.
Make the motion.
I make the motion that with all the corrections we made, we submit a pair of plans and bring it back to us, and then we'll approve it.
We have a second?
I'll second it.
Those in favor?
Aye.
Next hearing is
July 1st.
2 weeks.
July 1st. Okay, I'll have that into you by Friday.
No worries, and this way, like I said, we're demo permit anyway, so we'll have the property prepared. Hopefully it'll be nice and clean by the time we come back.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you.
All right, thank you.
The improvement.
Thank you.
Thank you, good luck.
Thank you.
Okay, we have the application for Brian and Jennifer Fox, 2 Brook Lane. This is an amendment to the application for a permit number P250046. It's a 2-story, single-family dwelling, 4 bedrooms, 5.5 baths, for a partially finished basement with a cellar walkout, front and side porticos, 2 fireplaces, roofed over patio, a detached 2-car garage, swimming pool with integral hot tub, patio and an enclosure fence, sanitary system, filled driveways and landscaping.
Thank you. David Neff, architect.
Good evening.
And you may remember seeing this project a couple months back. The story there is the condition of the sale was to have a building permit. And I've since been hired to make some changes to those drawings, but we've essentially kept the same L-shaped footprint and the same traditional shingle style of the house. But the homeowner wanted to reduce the square footage somewhat. We're about 600 square feet fewer between the first and the second floors, from about 4,500 down to 3,600, or 600-700 square feet fewer. And the property has an existing 12 to 15 foot tall hedge along both streets, and a clearing in the building site. So I think the previous application, the photos were submitted, but I found a few photos here showing the existing very mature hedge.
Yeah.
And then the
So this is along Brook Road, this is going up the path.
right, this is that shared driveway
Right.
along the side of the property. A large clearing in the building site. The lower part of the property is wetlands, so that can't be touched. There are a small handful of trees that need to be removed for the building site. I think same number as in the previously approved
All right,
project.
Let's go back to the building and
Sure.
walk us through the materials on the building.
Sure. So there's a rendering on the a color rendering on the drawing set of the front elevation, which I believe you've seen. The concept is to have a very natural palette, cedar shingle walls, most likely because of budget, an asphalt roof, but in a shingle tone.
You're doing a asphalt roof now.
Yes, that's the most likely path, just based on budget.
Well, when you say most likely, we're looking to know if we make changes, you can come back to the board.
Okay, so we'll go with asphalt. I think it's, if they win the lottery, it might be cedar shingle, but I think asphalt roof is.
And the color?
The color is, we're looking at a GAF Timberline shingle and weathered wood. The idea would be to match a weathered cedar. The cedar, we're looking at yellow cedar. We'll probably let it weather, bleed out for a year, and then use a semi-transparent stain, probably
Hold
driftwood
on,
gray.
Hold on one second. Looking at your material list,
Mhm.
and what did you say the color is?
For the wall shingles,
Roof shingles.
oh, the roof, we're looking at, GAF, Timberline Series weathered wood.
Okay, here you have gray.
Right. Yeah, the contractor's gonna help us with kind of the sample board, so we wanna, see everything together. These are the ones that we're kind of,
So what are we
Targeting.
approving?
What, yeah, what do you?
Come on.
okay.
Next question
GAF
is, what are you asking
Timberline,
us to approve?
GAF Timberline Series weathered wood.
So I'm going to ask you then to change your checklist, but let's go further than making more changes.
I'm just trying to provide a little more specificity, because, I saw the previous presentation.
Sorry?
I'm trying to provide a little more specificity now. I left it a little general, but seeing the previous presentation, I understand you're looking for as much
No,
specificity.
now you're saying GAF weathered wood.
Mhm.
Siding,
Siding would be a yellow cedar with Cabot driftwood gray stain. There are a couple of low-pitched standing seam metal roofs. That would be McElroy metal and clay.
what is the metal?
It's, I believe it's a galvalume. But clay would be show you the color. The idea is again to match cedar single tone.
Do you have any samples?
I don't have physical samples. Here's, this is the color of the, this is the color of the standing seam metal roof.
Is it a matte finish or what kind of finish?
Yes, a matte finish. That's the asphalt shingle. That's the Cabot stain. And then the trim and windows are Marvin Pebble Gray. So it's a very sort of warm gray, kind of natural palette throughout, trying to kind of disappear into the landscape.
Want to continue with the materials on the house?
Sure. The brick is Glengarry Old Detroit. It's a sort of traditional brick tone. So I can fill all this in with more specificity and submit that to you.
I'm having trouble hearing you. I know.
All right, I can fill in this list and give it more specificity, stain colors and that.
It's just- Yes, I think what you should do is fill it out, correct exactly what you'd like us to approve, and be much easier for us.
Sure.
I love specificity, but we'd like to actually see what you want to do.
Right. I apologize, I would have absolutely done that. I haven't done that in the past, so I wasn't aware that was required, but I'm happy to do that.
Okay, do you have any information you can give us on the site plan? This way. Still entering from Brook Road?
Entering from Brook Road, house is sited in that clearing. New foundation plantings around the house. Hydrangeas, boxwood, sort of your classic Hamptons plantings.
Pool fence?
Pool fence is hidden in a hedge.
Is it marked on the drawing?
It's marked on the drawing. There'll be a cedar fences, and then the part hidden in the hedge will be a black vinyl.
pointed out on this plan?
Sure.
And where the equipment's going to?
The equipment is going on the,
Just one thing at a time.
Oh, sorry.
so the house itself forms part of the pool enclosure,
Point
and
out
then
the fence.
the fence extends to the north and east of the pool inside of this inside of the plantings
Is it
here.
marked on the drawing?
Yes,
Where is it?
it's there you are. This marking right here, 48-inch cedar fence and pool gate, black vinyl posts and wire were concealed in landscape.
I mean, you have that note on the side, but it's not indicating the extent of the fence. And it goes around
Little
the stairs.
black line. There's a little gate right there. That's what I'm saying. And there's a little gate right here.
So you're gonna conceal the fence and the shrubs, that basically plantings.
That's correct.
Now, it looks like you've got two gates off the pool, one towards the water and one on the side over here. Is that correct?
That's correct. One towards the water, one to the
North.
to the north, and then another gate between the garage and the house
Oh, I see
to
it.
the west.
Kind of walkway from the front to the back. For the front of that house.
I'm gonna ask you if you would, you know the symbol for a fence?
Yes.
With X's on it? Okay, so I'm gonna ask you to redo that drawing.
Sure. Is the scale of drawing okay? The 11 by 17?
Well, hold on, let's see what other questions we have. Thanks.
You have the lighting,
Path lighting?
path lighting, house lighting, you know, the usual.
The architectural set has exterior sconces. We do not have a plan that shows specific.
I don't think it is. Sorry, from what I have, I don't see it. That's not perfect.
What are you looking for?
Lighting.
I did not bring in the architectural
Is
set.
there gonna be a driveway lighting, coming into the driveway, there will be lighting?
Yes, we'll have lighting on the
Is there gonna be a
driveway
gate?
and pass. No driveway gate.
So where's the lighting for that? Have you seen that?
We don't have an exterior lighting plan, but it would be path lights along the driveway.
Okay, we're gonna hold this over, my recommendation to the board is that we hold this over so we have a correct plan with lighting, fencing, et cetera.
And clarify the materials, if you could bring the samples, because your checklist doesn't agree with what you're saying. You're saying maybe they'll do this, maybe they'll do that, so.
Right. Okay.
And can we get a motion?
I'll make the motion.
Yeah, second,
I'll second it.
those in favor?
Aye.
So you said you'd like me to bring in a physical root sample,
That'd be nice.
asphalt shingle,
Most important is be definite on what you're asking for.
right?
When you say, if they have the money, they're gonna do this.
Okay, maybe I was being a little cute. It's asphalt shingle.
Okay.
Forget what I said about winning the lottery.
Okay.
Like that.
We all think.
The whole point is, say what you wanna do and
Show us.
show us.
Sure, okay,
And
so
then do-
physical,
And we need the lighting.
Yeah.
And then most importantly, build it.
I'm sorry?
Most importantly, get it built.
yeah, we'd love to. I apologize, I didn't mean to come incomplete. I wasn't aware that
Okay.
the physical sample was a requirement, so we will have that next time.
Okay.
We have a holdover of Older the Head Road Partners LLC, 74, Older the Head Road. This is for a sign plan for the North Wall. Good evening. Thank you for your patience.
Good evening, Board, thank you. The revisions to the, Anthony Portillo, AMP Architecture.
Give me a minute.
Sure. Do you need my address?
I got it.
Great.
Thank you.
What's that?
He asked me if I needed his address.
So just to recap, the last hearing, the request from the board was for us to provide the site plan with the locations of the ground signs, so that was provided. We also, yes, sir, that's correct. We also revised our drawings. The sconces above the signs in the building, we've stipulated 4 feet, not a 4 to 5 foot as it was before. And then we also have, for the building signs and the ground sign that's going to have the tenants' names on them, we've denoted that there'll be basically a scale of the text size, so that they have the ability to size it based on the size of their name. So those were the concerns or discussions from last time, but hopefully I've answered that. Nothing else has changed.
Okay, so you're keeping the font?
Yes, we'd like to keep
Over
the font
gonna be
consistent.
black,
That's the plan.
okay, but the size of the lettering will vary
Correct,
in height,
correct.
depending on the name of the business, not to exceed 12 inches.
Yes, sir. That's correct.
For code.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so the sconces now are set to match the size of the sign. They're gonna be 4 feet apart. Not sconces, I'm sorry, goosenecks.
Yes, that's correct.
That's what we talked about.
Any questions?
No.
Good. Yeah.
Well, thank you for the deal last time.
And so are the specifications of the letters per the discussion are written in these plans somewhere?
Yes, we revised there's a note.
At the top.
So there's a note on the plans that indicates 8 inches minimum, 1 foot max on the sign, the building sign.
Okay.
And then on the ground sign, the one that's gonna have the names of the businesses, we've indicated 3 inches to 4 inches on the text, again, to allow for them to be able to fit their names. If just a reminder from last hearing, that there could be one business that rents multiple spaces, so they could end up having maybe multiple signs on the ground sign and multiple signs on the building. But again, the idea is a uniform look across the north wall, which currently that's not the case. And we'd like to try to have some harmony if possible.
Okay, any other questions from the board? Andrew?
No.
Can we get a motion to approve the sign plan?
I'll make the motion.
I'm sorry, Peggy, we have a second?
I'll second.
Those in favor?
Aye.
Thank you, board.
Thank you.
Okay.
Good evening.
Good luck, can't wait for that to
I
happen.
know,
Yeah.
we're excited.
We're waiting.
So anything new, anything
More
new at the
projects?
time?
Unfortunately, I think it's still an insurance situation, right?
We're still waiting on the workman's comp.
Because he doesn't want to hire a GC, or I guess he wants to do it as a, sub it all out, and it's holding us up for sure. I don't know why.
It needs an overall coverage on it.
He's
Yeah.
getting that from, and it's taking more time from the insurance company than expected, I guess, maybe because he's not a GC, I'm not really sure, but that's kind of what we're in on. Yeah, it's.
wants to build a building.
That doesn't make a lot of sense, in my personal opinion, that in a job like that, you'd probably hire a GC, right?
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Good luck.
Thank you.
Take care.
Thanks for your patience.
Thank you.
Can we get a motion to adjourn?
I make the motion?
We have a second?
I second it.
Those in favor?
Aye.
Peg?
Aye.
Are we up?
Oh, we got some.
Oh, why don't I?
We're up?
We're off.
There's a outline of what they have to give